with the, yeah, it's one activity at a time. That's what you've got to remember. All of the things that we're talking about, like, you know, we do these talks and it's once a month and it's quite a broad range that we cover. So it can seem like it's a lot, but what we're going to be doing on the course, and that's kind of why I wanted to do it over the 8 weeks, is take it out. So we're just looking at this one thing you're doing at a time, right? So we make it manageable. So that all of the, you know, like the overarching kind of big thing that makes it seem scary is just because we're looking at it as a big picture. When you start putting it into action, it's like, okay, what's the activity you're doing? Right? And these are the things we're going to be concerned about. And in the online course, the videos are, you know, there's lots of content in the videos to cover you at various different stages. So there might be some videos that are just like, oh my God, I'm not there yet. So you're going to come back to that in the future. And that's why you've got the course there for lifetime, to come back to the content as and when you're ready for that activity. So it's not one of those things where you have to do it all in one go, or that it all needs to be dealt with, or we all need to do all of it in 8 weeks. Okay, we're going to focus on where you're at, what your current goals are, and what the steps are that you need to do to get yourself where you want to go in the next 2 months for New Year. And those are the activities that we're going to focus on. Okay, and the key concerns for those. And what that will do is it'll give you some of the foundational principles so you know what you're coming back to in the future. Does that help, guys? A little bit, so it's not quite so. I can see Lavinda saying, yeah, that was the question. Great. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. And you're not going to have it all done in 8 weeks. That's the key thing, right? So one thing, like, really, there's a, you know, the myth of I'm going to get my business set up and it's set up and it's done. That's not how your business works, right? And that's not how these back end things work. There's an always kind of growing, evolving, unfolding, updating little terms and tweaks here, you know, and that's why you have in like your client terms and conditions, I will update you. I will notify you when these terms are updated, right? And you just, you know, you send that out in an email when you do it, because as your business unfolds, you might need to change your T's and C's because you've got a new offering and you need to add in something around it, right? Your privacy policy might need to change because you've changed website platform. And so you have to send that email out to your client saying, my privacy policy has changed. You know, so those are the kind of things that they'll change over time as you change your business and it grows. And so we just want to look at some of the key foundations. And then, you know, for now, what's relevant, we'll do the basics of what's going to get you going. So your website, your mailing list, probably are going to be the key things, I think, for most of you guys, and like some social media goals, maybe for some of you, depends. And then, you know, and then those are the things we're going to focus on, right? But what they'll put in with all of those are going to be foundations that you can come back to in the future. And there'll be other things that will grow and be more relevant in the future as well as you get to them. Yeah. So these are foundations that you come back to rather than stuff you need to know everything at the beginning, right? Just see it as part of the evolving learning of your business and all the other learning and know-how that you have in your continuing education of your profession. Does that help? Cool. Okay. So what I was going to say, I'm going to stop the recording now. So for anyone who is watching the video afterwards, email me if you want to know what happens next. That's the only thing you get as the clue, because there is a special gift for those of the people who are live, and if you email me before Thursday. So that's the clue. Other than this, great to have you guys, and thank you so much.